So for those of you who don't know, Osei Rubie, Osei is the owner of National Standard Abstract, which is a title insurance company in New York. He provides title, his company provides title insurance nationwide.
So as you said, my name is Osei Rubie of National Standard Abstract. National Standard Abstract is a title insurance company. And what is our core service? Our core service is to provide a title insurance policy. So when we're providing a title insurance policy, that policy, and there are actually two of them, one being the owner's policy, which would be in the case of a buyer that you have, the policy that protects them and guards them and gives them clear and marketable title. And then also the lender's policy as well, which also protects the bank. So in the process of providing marketable and clear title with a title insurance policy at a closing and then being able to successfully close, there is a process of searches that we do. We do municipal searches, and we also do departmental searches and a number of other searches that are compiled into a title report. That title report becomes an instrument and a set of documents that is used by all parties in a real estate transaction.
I know that you have a continuing education arm that you and your son created. Can you explain a little bit and the reason why you created that arm?
So National Standard Abstract, our title insurance company, myself and my son, who's working on a technological advancement that right now is we're on this IG that we're trying to add additional technology to our platform of our website so people can order title. So Nadir is also an owner of National Standard Abstract. So National Standard Abstract, with Nadir's leadership, decided to create an arm of National Standard Resource Center. So that's a state-approved real estate school that provides and facilitates the continuing education process for real estate agents and brokers on the residential side as well as on the commercial side. So with the residential that we've been recently focusing on and now transitioning to the commercial being incorporated into the host of courses that we offer, we began last year towards the earlier part of last year by offering a slew of courses to real estate agents and brokers. And the purpose of that was to be able to add value to people like yourselves and so many others that are seeking continuing education and more of the hot topic courses. So in addition to the standard courses that are offered, and we offer those, but also we are going above and beyond and customizing classes that are more relevant and covering more current topics in today's market.
How have you created these strategic alliances with these not-for-profits, developers, as well as community-based organizations?
So, you know, networking has been truly a major part of just me as an individual, meeting people, striking up a conversation. And when I started in this business back in 2006, I worked for a national underwriter. So for those that are not aware, in title insurance, you have two levels. There are approximately 50 or 50 plus or so national underwriters, which are publicly traded companies in most cases. And what happens is that the rest of the companies like National Standard Abstract and so many others are title insurance agencies. So we utilize the underwriters to be able to complete the title insurance policy process. So I worked for one of the underwriters, one of the top 3 in the nation, in starting that business. But when I started, I knew that in order to make myself advance more expeditiously than others, I would have to be unique in my approach. And I created these networking events, which at that time was not very popular. And I would rent out at that time, which was permissible, and it's still now. I would rent out a restaurant, have 100, 150 people there, you know, lenders, lawyers, real estate brokers like yourself, agents, developers, and the word got around very quickly. And then we went from that level to panel discussions. And most recently, we had one that you attended, which was leveraging your MWBE certification in real estate. And essentially that hot topic in residential and commercial applies to anybody that aspires to be certified to do business with the city or the state government, and or is already certified and would like to do more business than they are doing or begin to utilize it. And so we want these hot topics to be a value add to the industry. And also when we're having the networking events, we want that to be a meeting place for people to be able to conduct more business, and more importantly, to be able to have quantifiable transactions that follow these interactions and these first-time meetings, and or reacquainting yourself with somebody that you see them but didn't really have time to talk. So now this gives you the opportunity to do that.
Are you still closing deals?
So officially, the answer is absolutely yes. So National Standard Abstract is fully functional. We're operating remotely, of course, in compliance with the governor's executive order. But wanted to add to that we have a seamless process in place of being able to take in new title orders, number one. Number two, of course, our clearance department is fully active. And then number three, as far as our title closers, Amoy doing a fantastic job, and Olivia and Nadir doing a great job, and all of the team at National Standard Abstract. The title closers being on the front line, it's exceptional in that we are able to provide a number of options. So those options can diversify and be varied from, having multiple locations where the buyers and the buyer attorney is in one office, seller and seller's attorney is in another office, and so forth, and or having it in one building, but one person's in one office, one person's in another conference room, etc. So our whole point and objective in that is to be able to minimize risk for our clients like yourselves, the attorneys, the buyer's attorney, seller's attorney, bank attorney, and the buyers and sellers, as well as, of course, our staff. We never want to put them at risk, as well as trying to facilitate an environment that's conducive to being able to be convenient, but also not compromising our business operation as far as mitigating risk and avoiding fraud. In these times, that is something that does pop up. So we want to make sure that we're diligent about protecting ourselves and our clients.
Any other issues or challenges that this COVID-19 has present to business?
There for a short period of time, it did create a lull and decline in the closings that were being scheduled, but now we're starting to see that rapidly changing. I would attribute that to a couple of things. Number one, everybody was in shock, meaning systemically the real estate industry was in total shock. That's number one. And then number two, the banking part of our ecosystem, perhaps, because of a variety of reasons, may have slowed down temporarily, but now it seems that they're scheduling, transactions more, in a quicker manner. So that's causing our scheduling appointment calendar to now become more populated with deals that are closing. So we did have a decline for about 2 or 3 weeks, and now I'm seeing, it begin to escalate back up again as it pertains to things being scheduled. So I would say that, we did feel it, and I'm sure we will continue to experience it, but we're not going to stop. We're going to continue to stay engaged with our customer base and continue to have the objective of adding value.
Do you think with what just occurred with COVID-19 that technology is there's going to be a shift in the way we do our closings, our business, especially in our field, where we won't have to worry about attending a closing because everything will be done virtually? Do you think that there'll be a shift?
Yeah, I think, and that's a great point. Thanks for bringing that up. I think that this set of circumstances, with the pandemic, has definitely introduced things that are unprecedented, and I think that it will definitely introduce things that will have permanency post the resolution and conclusion successfully for the country and the world for this pandemic. For us locally, yes, I think it will introduce the possibility for, technological advancements that were not realistic to be implemented previously. So yes, and then of course, we are looking forward to providing leadership in that area. We already are working on a couple of things, but I think that we'll need to see it progress for a while and then be able to make a distinction on what may be realistic and what may not be so realistic.
Thank you. So I look forward to the podcast next.
That's right, baby. That's right. All right, take care.
Awesome. All right, you too. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.